You keep looking over to your manager. Can we talk about your relationship with her?
Princess Carolyn?
You dated her for 7 years?
Yes, and look, she's alive.
Did it ever get complicated, working with her while maintaining a sexual relationship?
Well, she's always been good at keeping her personal and professional lives separate.
Quite an accomplished woman.
You said it. She was an agent's assistant when I met her, and now she's running her own company. Plus, she's a great mom.
What can you tell me about Marcy Jeromenek?
Who?
In the 90s, you had a fan club.
How do you know all this?
Do you know where I'm going here?
Marcy, yes, she was the president of my fan club.
You slept with her.
We had a lovely evening together. We both got something out of it, and...
Did you take a high school girl to her prom?
That was a family friend.
Did you help a teen mom sneak out of rehab and take her to a high school party?
I didn't take her. We went together.
Is it true you once dated a woman who'd just woken up from a 30-year coma? Were you attracted to her naivete, too?
What does this all have to do with...
You had sex with the president of your fan club. You had sex with your agent's assistant. You party with underage girls. You don't see a pattern here?
It's not a pattern.
Do you enjoy having power over women?
I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what it means to have power over women?
I don't have power over anyone. I barely have power over myself.
But you do have power over people. And again, you abuse that power.
All these women that you mentioned, I never forced myself.
Not through force, but you understand the power differential.
So I can't be with any woman I might have power over? Who does that leave me with?
I'm just pointing out a series
You think everything is this nefarious scheme. Most of the bad shit that happens in this world isn't because of wicked plots and machinations. It's just because we're all a bunch of stupid, hungry, horny little goons just grabbing at shit, hoping it'll press that little button in our brain that says, okay, you're happy now. That's not an abuse of power.
Do you really believe you didn't have the power in all of those relationships?
I am an addict. One of the first things that I had to accept was my own powerlessness.
But
I understand what I did was wrong. I'm not denying that. But you're trying to paint this picture. You're making it out like I'm a bad guy, and I'm not. I'm not that guy you're saying I am.
So, back to Sarah Lynn.
No. Why?
You gave her the heroin.
I already told you yes. How many times can I say it? Breaking news. The thing I told you yesterday is still true.
Did you ever give Sarah Lynn alcohol?
What?
The first time Sarah Lynn ever got drunk, she was a child. And it was vodka, right?
How do you know about that?
You were bringing vodka to the set of Horsing Around.
Who told you all this stuff? Did Sharona tell you that? Because Sharona was a drunk too, so you can't trust the things she says. Obviously, she has a vendetta against me. Besides, I already apologized to her.
Apologized for what?
Okay, when you put it all together, it looks bad.
Do you see any connection between those other women and Sarah Lynn?
There is no connection between anyone. That's what I keep saying. Sarah Lynn wasn't like those other girls. I loved Sarah Lynn. She was like a daughter to me.
I just keep seeing this story of you taking young women, grooming them.
I didn't groom anyone, okay? It's not like I got Sarah Lynn drunk for the purpose of taking advantage of her. She was 10. I didn't even have sex with her until she was 30.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I just mean that...
Did you say you had sex with her?
That was later. She was an adult, and we were both so drunk and high, we didn't know what we were doing. We were addicts, and the thing about addicts...
This was during your bender.
Yeah, no, a different bender. I took her to rehab, by the way. I tried to get her help.
I just keep thinking about those 17 minutes. You waiting in the parking lot after she died. But she wasn't actually dead yet. She died in the hospital.
Right, but at the time, I didn't...
You ever wonder what would have happened if you didn't take those 17 minutes? Do you think she might still...
No, look, obviously when I did all that stuff, I wasn't...
So to recap, you gave Sarah Lynn alcohol when she was a child. She then became an addict.
Well, come on, there was a lot of stuff in between.
I'm talking now. You're not talking. When she was intoxicated, you had sex with her. And when she was sober, you gave her the heroin that killed her. Then, in an effort to cover for yourself, you waited to call the paramedics that might have saved her life. And you don't think you have any power over women.